Obese subjects self-reported their adherence to a 25% caloric restriction diet and exercise. After 8 months, there was minimal weight loss and no change in glucose, cholesterol, inflammation, or blood pressure, leading scientists to conclude that people lie. I'm fairly certain we didn't need a scientist to understand that. Lying is just a way of life for everybody. Although now that I think about it, sometimes a scientist really is the only thing that can get a point across because nobody's willing to believe anybody else. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/Fatlogic, and if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. And also, as a disclaimer, I've said in the past, and I'll continue to say in the future, I aim to focus on the logic where people say that you can be 600, 700 pounds, like on the my 600 pound life and perfectly healthy. I'm not going to do any of that body shaming stuff whatsoever. None of this, haha, look at this fatty stuff, because I know what it feels like to have that said towards me. I know it very much sucks, but I'm also then not going to be stating that I can eat all I want and then think I can still, at the end of the day, be healthy as a horse. If you've never had to measure a chair to make sure it would fit your body, you're enjoying the privilege of accessibility. I'm not entirely sure how big you gotta be in order to consider that, but I've been darn near 250 at my highest weight, and not a single instance have I ever had to gauge whether or not I'll fit in a chair. Like, I'm pretty certain I'm like 225 right now, and I don't even touch the sides of the chair I'm sitting in recording this video. And I've had this chair for years. Y'all ever try to breathe quieter while walking up a hill so bystanders don't hear you fighting for your life? Up a hill? That's so cute. I can't take a phone call within 20 minutes of going to my car for something, or there are questions. Me walking to my desk after walking on my break? Absolutely. You have been overweight and fit, which are not the relevant opposites. Being just 5 pounds underweight is far more dangerous than being 50 pounds overweight. The size of someone's body is not a personal failing. Alright, so let me see if I get this straight. If the healthy weight that you're aiming for is like 160 and that's appropriate for your size and age range, and you think that being 210 pounds is healthier than being 155. No rules for addressing me as a fat person. You know what? I'll entertain this, but I kind of feel like it's a little more inappropriate to address somebody's weight than, not bringing it up when it's not relevant. But this person made a multiple paragraph essay, so let's go. The new rules. 1. Food. If you want to come at me about how much I eat, you need to provide an exact food diary of everything I ate in the past week, and not just what it was, but how much and when. Oh, then you also need to provide at least 36 examples of thin people eating the same amount/food, and write a 10-paragraph paper on why you don't attack them, only me, and then provide 8 medically accurate and unbiased documents proving without a shred of doubt that these thin people eating the same amount/things are as healthy/healthier than me. Really? Unbiased? Meanwhile, you're the person that goes to page 62 of Google searches to find the one thing that gears towards your direction and your point of view, so that's definitely the absolute law of things. The good old logic that 300 level IQ anti-vaxxer people do. 2. Health. If you want to come at me about my health/that I'm going to die, you need to provide me with a full professional doctor's papers, a PhD and all, as well as my individual health records, and at least 12 unbiased research papers done by reputable doctors. Dr. Phil does not count. Why do I get the feeling this is the type of person that unless they are there getting it shouted to them from the actual doctor, they're never gonna believe any of the sources? Like, this whole thing so far just screams, as long as I don't look up at the sky, I can say it's purple and you can't say otherwise. 3. Appearance. If you want to come at me about how I look to you, I am going to need a minimum of 245 photos of you, from all angles, with and without makeup/beard/whatever, and you are going to need to explain in a 12-page paper, single-space size 8 font, what it is about you and your looks that gives you the right to judge anyone else. Remember, I said looks only. I don't give a flying flip if you once helped someone move to a new apartment. This isn't about nicest personality. This is about looks, as you made it clear in attacking me for it. Oh, hey, wait, you forgot to put in the part where you wanted unbiased sources in this one. Yeah, that's a whole lot of words. Why don't you just go say it? I don't want to be invited anywhere. Criticizing someone based on their appearance, yeah, that's kind of a douchey thing, but also at the same time, if you're willing to say something, you better be prepared to take some criticism back. Also, I don't want to have to put together a whole categorized paragraph or a PowerPoint or any type of project just to hang out with you. And really, if you are hanging out with people that do nothing but criticize how you look, then that's not anybody I would want to hang around either, so I just get up and leave. Instead of my joints hurt because of my weight, I need to lose some weight, try noticing my body is achy lately. Am I engaging in things that feel good for me? Maybe I'll try gentle stretching before bed and see if that helps. Any size body can experience joint pain. Yeah, but if you're 700 pounds and your knees are aching just by you standing up, that says something though. If you have a pain and you don't know what's going on, you might want to see a doctor. Anybody can experience joint pain, but if you are severely overweight, like an extra 200 pounds on your knees, you can usually think that there's a likely cause to it. In my class today, we talked about oppression, and numerous people brought up how people with privilege should not be allowed to speak or voice thoughts when a marginalized community is talking about their oppression. They used the example of how men shouldn't speak when women talk about misogyny and feminism. I love how everyone simultaneously agreed on this, but then as I, the only fat person, brought up fat phobia, every single thin person in the room had something to say about their views on fatness. The hypocrisy is palpable. No thin yoga instructor talking this class with me. I do not want to hear your uneducated take on how fatness can be changed with a different lifestyle, and that eliminating fatness in the population is not eliminating human diversity. No, I'm especially not interested in what you have to say after being told the word obese is a slur and you continue to use it. Yeah, Captain Ding Ding, 80% of the population in the US is either overweight or obese. Ain't no way you were the only outlier in your class. Plus, way to go bringing up the whole, wonderful logic of let's relate my weight to being oppressed, the fat water fountain logic. Yeah, you're fat, so you're supposed to go to the back of the bus. Yeah, that checks out. Not only is it like it, it's worse by their logic. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your tummy isn't ruining your outfits. You look hot. This post is completely ruined by the fact that the user that made this post is pursuing weight loss and striving for thinness. Yeah, gosh darn it, those people with the self-esteem and trying to do something to improve their self-esteem, how dare they? If you're the type of person that's insulted by somebody else making an effort to improve their self-esteem, I think that you need to really look at a bigger picture here. When people try to argue why they are not attracted to fat people because that is their preference, how is it not fatphobic when that reason is because they are fat? So let me see if I got this straight. Just because you have a preference that somebody else's doesn't line up with, that means that you automatically hate them? So by that logic, if you're gay, that means that you hate women? You and r/nice guys would probably get along pretty darn well. Because it seems like you got a lot in common, starting off with the fact that you absolutely get irate if nobody looks your way or wants to date you. Plus also, if you're dating somebody, it might actually be good if you have ideals lined up. Like, if I like to go to the gym every single day, it would be great if I was dating somebody that went with me, because it helps keep each other accountable and we can be motivation for each other. Ah yes, a good old new message from concerned parent. Ah yes, because I want to complain about something, but I want to keep my anonymity to it. We'll put you right up on the fridge, right next to the HOA president that calls himself a concerned neighbor and speaking for everybody. Subjects, excuse my child from nutrition lessons. Dear teachers, teacher/principal, it has come to my attention that the nutrition lessons taught in school are not developmentally appropriate for my child. I am requesting that child's name is removed from any lessons that address nutrition unless I give approval of their attending. This includes lessons in the classroom, health class, PE, and/or any assemblies. Please let me know if I need to do anything special to have this implemented. Warmly, your name. When in the shit did the Karens and the Kyles get the copy pasted? Like, seriously, why are you writing this? Are you afraid that your kid's gonna know more about dieting than you? Plus, also, why is it exactly that you want to have your kid excused from class? Is it because the kid doesn't want to do the class, or you don't want the kid to do the class? Parents not wanting their kids to do something because it doesn't line up with their preferences when it comes to how things go, it just doesn't make sense. Calling a fat person cute is just a backhanded compliment when you don't find them attractive, but feel the need to say something nice. I always wondered how some of my friends would order sweet lattes, sip them casually, sometimes finish them, and other times forget about them, and not gain any weight. I thought they were just lucky, and then I realized that they were the ones who never dieted. Metabolism does come into play in some senses, because that is something that is very much a genetic trait. Like, if you have a long history of fast metabolisms, it's likely you're going to have that too. But also it comes down to like what you're putting in your body and how frequently. Like, if you're doing 20 pumps of vanilla sugar in this and then doing it on a daily basis, and your friends do the same thing but only on a monthly basis, yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of a different weight. I am a horseback rider, so I know all about people yelling about how fat people shouldn't ride horses. However, I did not realize until fairly recently that this also applies to nearly all physical activity. Calving? Absolutely not. Hiking? Of course freaking not. Cycling? Well, the one physical activity that they will allow fat people to do, which is also the one that causes me the most pain, and every time I've tried to get into it, I've been injured, is running. You are allowed to run, but don't you freaking dare do any other fun physical activity. Those are for thin people only. I really hope that Ding Ding eventually realizes that the one difference between riding a horse and everything else that she listed is the fact that there is a live animal involved with only one of those. Weight bias and weight stigma are not about hurt feelings, they are concrete forms of discrimination and oppression. No amount of self-esteem and confidence boosting will give fat people the human and civil rights they deserve and are due. Why are there so many people that are on this train of being fat is equal to or worse than being told to pick cotton in the 1860s? Eating well and exercise don't necessarily correlate to size. I eat very healthy and work out every day, and I'm still obese. Not attacking or anything, but counting calories helps because sometimes, even while eating healthy, we eat bigger portions. Well, you'll look at that and admin stepping in. This must be a delightful educational experience. Bad earned warning and suspension here. We laugh at boomer misogyny and fat phobia, not enforce it. Yes, because all caps definitely gets the point across even better. Just because you eat healthy doesn't mean you're guaranteed to lose weight. Yeah, eating a salad is healthier than eating a steak or any type of pasta, really. But if you eat 7 pounds of salad and wonder why you're still gaining weight, but you're eating healthy, you need to really think about this thing called portion control there. I would say more, but I guess I've already been banned from that group without even stepping foot into it. Small fats are only the face of the fat community due to their proximity to thinness, because as much as the fat community wants to believe that things have progressed, the only thing that has changed is the scale, not the body standards, not the fat phobia. Oh yeah, no, that's great. You're calling people names just because they're not as big as you? Yeah, it goes to show a great definition of character. I didn't know we were at the point where people are gatekeeping fat now. I am sorry, I guess I'm not qualified to come into your establishment because I don't need to use the reinforced chairs. Yes, it is normal to get out of breath when walking up a flight of stairs. It's normal to sweat, be hungry, and to get out of breath from walking up a flight of stairs in a different sized bodies. We are conditioned to feel so much shame for basic bodily functions, especially women and fat folks, and that's complete bull. Here is your reminder that there is nothing wrong with you or your body for getting out of breath from walking up a flight of stairs. It happens to most of us. But even more than that, your bodily functions are not a reflection of who you are as a person or your inherent value. 6 things that still count as movement. 1. Cooking. 2. Going for a walk. 3. Doing laundry. Playing fetch with your dog. Brushing your teeth, and grocery shopping. I guess I would very much like to speak to the person that invented all of those, because I do all of those on a near daily basis, and I'm not built like a JoJo character, so I think I was given false advertisement. Just because they're the dictionary definition of examples of movement doesn't mean that it's gonna result in weight loss. Doing all of those, while yes, they are healthy habits and something that everybody should be doing as an adult, it does not mean that it's going to result in you losing weight, especially cooking, since that's kind of like putting more calories in you. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys liked what you had seen, you want to be absolutely amazing and see more stuff like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, maybe recommend a video game or two, that'd be awesome. And if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. If this video can hit 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely wonderful. But with that, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.